This is On the Pitch with TJ Picks. He's Tijuana Raf, the top soccer capper in the game. Tune in to see how he builds his plays and get a sneak peek at the winning strategies he shares with his VIPs.
Tune into On the Pitch with TJ Picks and Tail Tijuana Raf today. Como siempre, apuesta con responsabilidad.
Yo, what's happening, guys? Another Thursday, another podcast. Last week's podcast, man, 20-6. That means if you guys took every pick I gave on this show last Thursday, you went 20-6. That's including the grandma parlay that I gave, the over parlay, the bonus bet. Those are my favorite bets that I give on the podcast, guys. The grandma parlay hit. The podcast over hit 20-6, 20 wins, only 6 losses. Podcast leans go 77%, guys. That's an amazing percentage, 77% if you took every podcast play that I gave. And guys, I give those for free leans. I give this to everybody who tunes in, who watches the recorded episode, guys. So that's a treat for everybody. And from there, I take my VIP plays straight from the leans, guys. This is where I dive in and tell you, hey, these are the bets that I'm betting the most money on. These are the ones that I feel most confident in. They usually come from these leans, so you just never know. If you want to know exactly which bets I'm taking in the VIP, tap into the VIP, guys. Right now, we're on a 12-1 VIP run. 12-1. That means the last 13 VIP plays, we've hit 12. Guys, listen to this. My VIP record for July, 57-14. 57-14. That's an 80% hit rate. Those are all my VIP plays for the month of July. Nobody in the business is hitting this amount in any sport. I can guarantee you that right now, guys. 57-14 in July. And guess what, guys? We didn't bet this entire week. We didn't bet every day because we had a great weekend. We killed it. We took Monday off. We took Tuesday off. We came back yesterday with the MLS versus the Mexico All-Star game. We had the over 3.5 goals. We bet the corner kicks live over 11. I gave that as a free pick, guys. If you guys were tuned into my free telegram, I gave the over 10 corner kicks. There was 15 corner kicks in that game. We hit the over, guys. You don't need to bet every day. If you're betting every day just to bet, to force bets, you're not going to be coming up on top. You're not going to be making money. The top 2% of the gamblers, 2 to 5% that make all the money in gambling, do not bet every day. They don't force bets. They don't bet just to bet. With that being said, though, guys, we do have a live exclusive VIP chat where I got guys in there who are betting left and right, true degenerates, but they've learned from the best, and they're betting on the top games day in, day out, 2 a.m, 3 a.m, doesn't matter. There's action going on in there. So just because we didn't have any VIP bets on Monday, Tuesday, these guys, these degenerates, the VIP clients that have been with me for a long time are in there throwing down some cash, and you can see who the good guys are, who's making the money. You could tell at your own risk. But let me tell you guys, there's some sharps in there who are betting, and they're part of the VIP. It's a family, and we're doing very well in there, guys. 20-6 podcast plays last Thursday, 77%, 12-1 current VIP record, 57-14 in July, 80%. Nobody's hitting at those numbers, guys. Get on in. If you pay for August, you get the rest of July for free. So get in on that special deal. If you're watching the podcast, guys, I got some specials for you for the rest of July if you just want the rest of July. But get in August early, get the rest of July. Big game tomorrow, guys. I will be talking about that one in a little bit. We are going to start with the MLS, but there's a big game tomorrow. Tijuana Cholos. I will be in attendance, guys. And when I'm in attendance in these games, they usually are big VIP plays. So stay tuned for that play that I might give you a little bit of a leak on what we might be looking at for that game. But we're going to start on Friday in the other league that we also love, the United States Major League Soccer, on Friday, tomorrow. July 25th. We got a few games there. This podcast is only going to cover Friday and Saturday because there's nothing going on Sunday. MLS and Liga MX is going to be on Friday and Saturday. I don't think there's any games on Sunday. I'll double check in a little bit, but I did look a little bit before we came on live. So let's go straight to the MLS soccer action for Friday. We're going to New England Revolution at home, taking on Montreal. New England Revolution minus 127. Montreal plus 308. Current standings here. New England Revolution is in 11th place. Montreal last place in the Eastern Conference. New England 11th place. New England has 25 points. Montreal has 15 points, guys. Neither of these teams are playoff bound right now. New England can get there if they start winning. The team that's in the playoff spot ahead of them has 33 points. They're at 25, so they got to get a bunch of wins and hope that the other teams above them get some losses to get into that playoff race. Montreal, guys, have a big mountain to climb. They're way behind. Doesn't look good for them right now. They're not looking like they're going to be making the playoffs. The last game for New England Revolution saw them be defeated by Orlando City in New England, 2-1. Prior to that, they got beat up by the New York Red Bulls 5-3. Those were their two last games for the New England Revolution. CF Montreal went down to Chicago Fire 2-0, and they also lost to Philadelphia Union 2-1. Montreal has not won in the last 5 games. They have 2 draws in the mix there, but they haven't won the last 5 games. New England has a draw and a 1 win in the last 5 games and 3 losses, guys. They're not looking too good as well. Last time these two teams faced off against each other was in Montreal, and New England won. You know what, guys? I'm going to keep this one simple. At home, still with a chance to get into the playoffs, playing a little bit better right now. Give me the New England Revolution money line here. New England Revolution money line minus 127 to take down Montreal. That's going to be the first lean for Friday. Moving on to Columbus Crew at home minus 104, taking on the Orlando City SC plus 251. Current standings: Columbus Crew in the Eastern Conference, 4th place, 44 points, 4th place. And taking on Orlando City, who's in 6th place, both in the playoff seedings right now, 41 points. Actually, 38 points for Orlando City. 38 points Orlando City. Columbus Crew at 44. Columbus Crew in 24 games have scored 40 goals, conceded 33. Orlando City, 43 goals, 32 conceded. The last 2 times that these two teams faced off against each other, the last game saw the Columbus Crew win 4-3 versus Orlando. Prior to that, Columbus Crew also won. So last 3 games, Columbus Crew has won versus the Orlando City. Prior to that game, Orlando City did get a win and also a draw. So in the last 5 games, Orlando City has 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses. Columbus Crew has 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. This is the head-to-head matchup. Columbus Crew in their last game saw them go 2-1 with the victory over DC United. Orlando City beat New England Revolution 2-1. The last 5 games for Orlando City have seen it both to score. 3 out of the last 5 have seen it both to score for the Columbus Crew. Columbus Crew should get the victory here, guys. But I think Orlando City has enough to get a goal. Columbus Crew does give up goals. Give me both to score here. Columbus Crew versus Orlando City. We're going to go with the both to score there. Next up, Houston Dynamo. Houston Dynamo plus 109 at home, taking on the Los Angeles Galaxy. This is Western Conference teams here. Houston Dynamo, 11th place, 27 points. Looking to get into the playoff seedings. They're 2 slots away. Los Angeles Galaxy, the returning champions, still in last place, guys, even after their big game versus LAFC, where they saw them tie 3-3. That was a big game in El Tráfico. Los Angeles Galaxy is looking a little bit better, but are still the bottom of the barrels. It'll be crazy to see LA Galaxy win the championship season before and not even make the playoffs. And that's what it's looking like right now for Los Angeles Galaxy. They have 16 points. To get into the top 9 seeds, the team in ninth place has 29 points. So to give you an idea, 29 points, they have 16. Man, they got to get a lot of wins and hope a bunch of these teams above them get some losses so that they can get into the playoff seedings. Houston Dynamo coming off a 1-1 draw versus Philadelphia Union. Prior to that, they had a 3-0 loss to Vancouver Whitecaps. Houston Dynamo has only won actually 2 games out of the last 5. They did beat San Diego FC 4-3 about 4 games ago. Since then, guys, they've only scored 1 goal. So that's some good news for Los Angeles Galaxy, who went 3-3 with LAFC, guys. I'm telling you, and I told you guys last week, El Tráfico, big game. There were going to be goals, and there were goals, guys. I wasn't lying. That's one of our favorite games. That was our super banger of the weekend. Boat to score. Caught it at minus 160, 175, 180, minus 200. It went up as the week went on. Didn't matter. Man, that hit Boat to score 3 times. 3-3, big winner. Fireworks. We love that game. El Tráfico is one of our favorite games of the year, every year when it comes to the MLS. So LA Galaxy coming off a 3-3 draw. Prior to that, they lost 2-1 to Austin. They're looking at 4 Boat to score games out of the last 5. Houston Dynamo, who's at the bottom, have only scored 1 goal in the last 3 games. They're at home, though. I think they could get a goal. We're going to keep it simple, guys. 2 teams down at the bottom, both teams playing for the playoffs. Give me Boat to score. Houston Dynamo, Los Angeles Galaxy. All right, next up, we're going to FC Dallas versus New York City FC. FC Dallas plus 143. New York City FC plus 172. Current standings, FC Dallas is in the 12th place in the Western Conference. They need to be in the top 9 to go to the playoffs. They're at 25 points. Only about 4 points away from the next playoff spot, so they're in the hunt. New York City FC, on the other hand, they're in 7th place. They're in the playoff seeding, 35 points. Western Conference versus the Eastern Conference here. FC Dallas coming off a 3-0 win over St. Louis. They looked really good. They got 1 win in the last 5 games, though, 1 draw and 3 losses. New York City FC coming off a 1-1 draw versus Sporting KC. They're coming off a draw win, 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw in the last 5. New York City FC has seen a Boat to score in 3 out of the last 5 games. Dallas have seen a Boat to score in 3 out of the last 5 games. The last time these 2 teams faced off against each other was a 3-1 win to New York City FC. Dallas, I think, is looking pretty good right now. New York City has been scoring goals, so we'll keep it simple. Let's keep rolling with that Boat to score. Give me Boat to score, FC Dallas, New York City FC. Next up, guys, LAFC coming off that big game versus Galaxy, minus 227, hosting the Portland Timbers at plus 497. The last time these 2 teams faced off against each other was a good one, another 3-3. I was back in their last game. Portland Timbers, LAFC 3-3 last time they faced off. LAFC, like we said before, coming off a 3-3 draw versus LA Galaxy. Prior to that, they beat Minnesota 1-0. LAFC, 3 wins out of the last 5 games, 1 draw, 1 loss in those last 5 games. Portland Timbers, only 1 win in the last 5 games. This is why LAFC is minus 227. You could use that as a parlay piece. I really do think that LAFC will win. The Portland Timbers always give them a good game, though. We're going to see goals in this game. I do see an LAFC win, but I do like the over goals here as well. That brings us to our last game for Friday in the MLS. San Diego FC plus 120. This is going to be a good game. Taking on Nashville SC at plus 190. Current standings, guys. Nashville's 2nd place in the Eastern Conference. 42 goals, 25 conceded, 47 points. Very good team, Nashville. 2nd place. San Diego, 1st place in the Western Conference, 43 points. 47 goals and 32 conceded in 24 games. Nashville has a little bit of a better defense, but they are on the road. San Diego gives up goals. They've scored the most goals than any team in the Western Conference at 47. Nashville, 42 goals, is up in the top 3 or 4 of the Eastern Conference for scoring goals, but they are very good defensively. They've only allowed about 1 goal a game, but they are on the road, guys. 2 very good teams, first versus second. We got to go with a boat to score here, guys. San Diego FC at home. This is going to be a good one. I like boat to score a lot here. I do like that as well. Boat to score is going to be the main lean here for this game. We will have a possible VIP play in this game. What's up, Arlino? What's up, my friends, guys? Thanks again for support. Everybody watching the podcast. Johnny, how's it going? Support. Thank you for your support, guys. Appreciate it. The show isn't nothing without you guys. Appreciate the likes and comments. You guys are getting free winners, guys. Tell your friends. Send the link to everybody. Let's get some more people watching the show. It's free. It's free winners, guys. You gotta love free stuff. So it's good. So that's gonna do it, guys, for Friday. Hopefully you're taking down some notes. We just went through the MLS lineups and the scores, so we're ready to bounce into Liga MX for Friday. Liga MX for Friday. This is the other top league going on right now. The soccer never ends. Top European clubs are just around the corner, guys. They will be back in August. Just so you guys know, when basketball ended and baseball is the only sport to bet, we got soccer. It never ends, guys. We're betting Mongolian soccer at 2 a.m. We're crushing it. We're betting leagues from other countries that you've never even heard of. When you look at the live and see what games are on, man, there's 200 games daily in soccer some days. It just never ends. So come find out what it's all about, where you can win the most money. Soccer. Even if you don't like the sport, don't know the rules, come on, get on board. And just remember, guys, I hear a lot of people saying, hey, I can never find your plays on the free Telegram. Guys, the free Telegram plays, those are from tons of different leagues from all over the world. Books like Bovada, BetUS, Bet365, those type of websites will have these games. Another thing you need to know is don't let that sway you away from the VIP, because VIP plays are found on every book. When I send a VIP play, I make sure that it's a top league game and that you will have it on your books, guys. FanDuel, DraftKings, Fanatics, you name it. We'll have the MLS. We'll have Liga MX. So, all right, Liga MX for Friday takes us to Puebla plus 106 at home, taking on Santos Laguna plus 242. Current standings, guys. Santos is in 6th place after 2 games, 5 goals scored, 4 conceded. That's his 6th place position, 3 points. They're taking on Puebla. Puebla's all the way down to 16th spot. They in 2 games, they've scored 3 goals, conceded 5. They have 0 points. 2 teams, bottom of the barrel teams. Puebla coming off a 2-1 loss to Mazatlan. Prior to that, they lost 3-2 to Atlas. They looked really good in that game. They scored early. Atlas came back and took them down. So Puebla's coming off of 2 games to kick off the season, 2 losses, but they have scored in both of those. Santos also did score 2 goals in the last game versus Toluca, the powerful Toluca. But they did score 3 goals versus Pumas in a 3-0 win. So they have 1 win, 1 loss. They won 3-0, and they lost 4-2. Guys, scream if you love Mongolia. Hell yeah. That you could tell that guy is a VIP client right there, because we've been loving Mongolian games. I got to check to see if we have Mongolia tonight, man. Let me know, guys. Is there Mongolian games tonight that we might be betting? The other day we had a Mongolian game where the over was like 6.5. I told the guys, hey, don't worry about it, guys. It's 6.5 goals. It's coming. It's cooking. Final score was like 12-1. Scream if you love Mongolia. So yes, Santos Laguna versus Puebla. 2 teams. Puebla looking for their first win. They have been scoring goals. They're at home. Santos 1 win, 1 loss. Goals in both of those games, guys. You guys know where I'm going to this. We're going with Puebla. Santos both to score. Puebla Santos, both to score for Liga MX for the first game on Friday night. Next up, we go to Querétaro. Querétaro plus 261 versus Pumas plus 106 in Querétaro. Querétaro Pumas, guys, these are the bottom of the barrel teams. Querétaro 17th place, Pumas 18th place. We're talking about only 18 teams in Liga MX, and these are 17 and 18. Querétaro, Pumas, both hungry for a win. Querétaro in 2 games has scored 1 goal, conceded 4. Pumas in 2 games have scored 2 goals, conceded 6. I feel bad for their goalie that they had, guys. They gave the guy a chance. 17-year-old, supposed to be a good phenom keeper, has given up 3 goals a game, but it's not all his fault, guys. There's no defense. There's nobody supporting him. But Pumas picked up one of the best goalkeepers of all time, Keylor Navas, guys, from Costa Rica, one of the top keepers. Let me tell you a little bit about Keylor Navas. Keylor Navas, 38 years old. Prior to that, he was playing at Newell's Old Boys, but we're talking about a guy who in his prime was playing at Real Madrid, PSG. He started at Deportivo Saprissa. He's the top. He's always playing for Costa Rica, their number 1 keeper. He was in 2019. He went to PSG and played for them, $13 million deal. He played at Nottingham Forest, back to PSG. Guys, Real Madrid, $10 million there. He's been at Real Madrid, PSG. This is a top-line quarterback. Yes, he is old, but he's definitely going to do better than the 17-year-old. Poor 17-year-old. They got rid of him. Keylor Navas, I don't know if he's starting, but he's coming back. He's going to be a good guy to keep an eye on. Pumas got him. Querétaro is coming off a 3-1 loss to Necaxa. Prior to that, they lost 1-0. Yeah, poor kid, man. He was crying after he gave up those goals. 17 years old. Pumas, he got 6 goals scored on him in 2 games. They said, bye, man. You're going back down to the under 19 Pumas. You guys still got a lot of work ahead of you. We're bringing in the veteran Navas. They're paying a good penny for him, guys. He should be starting in the first game. Querétaro versus Pumas. You know what, guys? I'm going to go with the Pumas win. I think Navas is going to do what it takes to hold Querétaro back, and Querétaro is not playing too well. They're not that strong right now. Querétaro coming off a 3-1 loss to Necaxa, no 1-0 loss to Querétaro, to Tijuana in Tijuana. Pumas lost to Pachuca 3-2, and Santos whooped them. But you know what, guys? I think that Pumas is going to get the win here. Give me Pumas money line plus 106 with the arrival of Navas from Costa Rica. Let's go. Let's get the win. All right, guys, the big game for Friday night. Tijuana Cholos. I'll be in attendance. I'll be at the game. This is the border battle. Club Tijuana versus Juarez, the other border city. Club Tijuana at Estadio Caliente. It's going to be lit. I'll be posting up videos, guys, for the whole game. Club Tijuana plus 104 at home, taking on Juarez plus 287. Current standings, Club Tijuana is in 11th place. Juarez is in 14th place after 2 games. Club Tijuana has scored 2 goals in 2 games, conceded 3. Juarez has only scored 1 goal in 2 games, conceded 2. Not a whole lot of scoring going on there. Tijuana, in their last game, fell to the powerful Club America 3-1. And in their first game, they're 1-1. They beat Querétaro 1-0. Juarez, in their first game, drew the powerful Club America 1-1. Club America got a red card late, and Juarez was able to tie them up. In their last game, Juarez got beat by Tigres 1-0. That was at Tigres Stadium. Let's look at a little bit of history here, guys. The last head-to-head between these 2 teams, Club Tijuana, Juarez. Juarez won 2-1 at Estadio Caliente in Tijuana. And then the game before that was a 1-1 draw in Juarez. 3 games ago, Club Tijuana went to Juarez and won 1-0. 4 games ago, Club Tijuana at home, border battle, beat them 5-1 at Club Tijuana, guys. This is the border battle, guys. Both teams are looking for points. It's going to be in Tijuana. It's going to be fireworks. There's going to be a lot of people in attendance. It's the border battle. Give me both to score, guys. Both of these teams are going to be hungry. Club Tijuana, Juarez, both are putting it in the back of the net. Both to score, Club Tijuana and Juarez to cap off the Friday night in Liga MX. You know what, guys? I'm going to give you guys one parlay for Friday night. We're just doing Friday and Saturday, so let's do a parlay for Friday. All right, guys, the parlay for Friday, we're going to do an over parlay, and it's going to be the over in Columbus Crew, Orlando City, over 2.5. And we're going to parlay that with the LAFC, Portland Timbers, over 2.5. Put those two together, grandma it up, and we're going to get a good line for the over parlay for Friday night. And then that takes us to Saturday, July 26th. We're going back to the MLS on Saturday. Takes us to Inter Miami and FC Cincinnati. Guys, Inter Miami minus 106. FC Cincinnati plus 219. There's a little bit of controversy with Inter Miami right now. Looks like Lionel Messi was a no-show for the MLS versus Mexico All-Star competition. I'm not sure if he didn't want to play, his coach didn't want to let him play, but it looks like more like he didn't really want to play. You know, he played in the FIFA Club World Cup, hasn't really had a break. He didn't want to fly to Austin for another game. I get it. But players like him, you know, are expected to be it's kind of like Ohtani just decided not to play in the All-Star game. Like, you know, nah, I'm not going to play. I don't feel like it. So he is getting suspended a game. I don't know if it's this game that he's getting suspended. It might be this game that he gets suspended, but I don't know. I don't really like that for Messi, guys. I don't think it was the right move. At least show up and play 15, 20 minutes, man. Show up, be there with the people, but he didn't fly out to Austin. He wasn't there. He's getting suspended. Inter Miami at home, taking on FC Cincinnati. You know what, guys? I got to go over goals here in this one. Inter Miami's been like our PSG of the MLS. Whenever they play, we bet goals, and they score goals, and they get scored on. And it doesn't matter if Messi plays, guys. There's guys on the bench that will step it up. So give me goals, Inter Miami versus FC Cincinnati, over goals there. Next game, Philadelphia Union minus 179, taking on Colorado Rapids plus 397. Current standings, Philadelphia Union in third place, 47 points. Colorado Rapids are in the other Western Conference in seventh place. They're trying to hold on to those playoff slots as well. Colorado Rapids in 24 games has scored 30 goals, 36 conceded. Philadelphia Union in 24 games have scored 40 goals, conceded 23. They have a really good defense. They're at home. In the last game, Philadelphia Union went 1-1 with Houston Dynamo. Part of that, they beat Montreal 2-1. Colorado Rapids coming off a big game, 3-3 versus Seattle Sounders. Colorado Rapids have scored in 4 of the last 5 games. I think they can get a goal here, and that's what we're going to go with, guys. Philadelphia Union, even though they're one of the best defensive teams, I think Colorado Rapids can sneak in a goal. Give me both to score, Philadelphia Union, Colorado Rapids. Next up, we go to DC United plus 148, taking on Austin FC plus 168. Current standings, DC United is in 14th place, and Austin FC 8th place in the Western Conference. Austin FC has only scored 17 goals in 22 games, 24 goals conceded, so they don't score that much. They don't give up that much. DC United have also only scored 20 goals in 24 games, but they give up a lot of goals. They give up at least 2 goals a game. They're at home. They scored 20 goals, conceded 45 in 24 games. DC United coming off a 2-1 loss to Columbus Crew. 4 of the last 5 have seen DC United go both to score. Austin coming off a 2-1 win over LA Galaxy in their last game. They have seen a both to score in 3 out of the last 5. I got to go with that, guys. DC United and Austin FC, both to score. Next up, we got Charlotte at home, -169 versus Toronto, +373. Charlotte coming off a 3-2 win over Atlanta. They've seen their both to score in 4 out of the last 5 games. They got 3 wins in the last 5, 1 draw, 1 loss. Toronto coming off a 1-0 loss to Nashville. You know what, guys? Toronto did beat San Diego FC 1-0. They haven't seen an over 2.5 in the last 3 games. They have 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw in the last 5. I got to go, in this one with Charlotte FC money line. Give me Charlotte FC money line. Next up, Atlanta United, Seattle Sounders. Guys, this one's simple. The lines tell it all. Atlanta United +162, Seattle Sounders +155. Give me both to score. Atlanta United, Seattle Sounders, both to score. Next up, St. Louis City SC versus Minnesota United. St. Louis City SC +163, Minnesota United +160. Minnesota United, 3rd place with 41 points. Playing St. Louis, who is in 14th place, 23 goals scored, 38 conceded. St. Louis coming off a 3-0 pounding from FC Dallas. Minnesota coming off a 1-1 draw versus the Portland Timbers. You know what, guys? St. Louis City didn't score a goal in their last game. I think they're going to bounce back, get at least 1 goal. But Minnesota United might only score 1, too. They haven't been scoring that many goals, but they have had a both to score in 4 out of the last 5 games head-to-head, and that's what we're going to pick for this lean. Both to score. St. Louis City SC, Minnesota United. Next up, we're going to Chicago. Chicago Fire -109 versus the New York Red Bulls +263. Current standings, New York Red Bulls in 9th place. Chicago Fire in 10th place in the Eastern Conference. New York Red Bulls have 33 points. Chicago Fire have 32 points. New York Red Bulls are in the 9th slot to play in for the playoffs. Chicago Fire right outside the door in the 10th spot, 32 points. This is going to be a good game. New York Red Bulls, 39 goals scored, 35 conceded. Chicago Fire, 44 goals scored, 40 conceded. This is going to have goals. This is going to have a both to score. It might be a double both to score, maybe 2-2, 3-3, or for sure 1-1. At least one each side, guys. Give me both to score. Chicago Fire, New York Red Bulls. That takes us to Real Salt Lake, -104 versus the San Jose Earthquakes. San Jose Earthquakes in 9th place. Real Salt Lake 10th place. This is another 9-10 matchup. 9th place has their foot in the playoffs. 10th place trying to get in there. San Jose has 29 points. Real Salt Lake has 28 points. San Jose Earthquakes 46 and 42 goals scored, goals conceded. Real Salt Lake 24 goals scored, 29 conceded. Guys, we got to do the same thing we just did in this last one. I like it. Both to score, Real Salt Lake, San Jose Earthquakes. That's going to be the lean for that game as well. We will smell some goals there too. I like the goals there as well. Finishing it off, first Saturday's MLS soccer action takes us to Vancouver. Vancouver Whitecaps -217 at home, taking on Sporting KC +555. Vancouver Whitecaps in 2nd place, 42 points, right behind San Diego. They're in 2nd place versus Sporting KC, who are in 13th place, guys. Sporting KC have scored 36 goals, 42 conceded. Vancouver Whitecaps, 39 goals scored, only 26 conceded. Very good defense there. Vancouver Whitecaps coming off a 1-1 draw versus San Diego FC. 3-0 before that versus Houston Dynamo. Sporting KC coming off a 1-1 draw versus New York City FC. They've scored in their last 5 games, both to score in the Sporting KC's last 5 games. Vancouver Whitecaps have seen them both to score only in 2 out of the last 5. They've been dominating, playing very good defense, but they have seen 3 both to scores in the last 5. You know what, guys? This one's a little scary. I got to keep it simple and just go with Vancouver Whitecaps money line. That could be used as a parlay piece. Parlay piece there at -217. That'll do it for MLS for Saturday's soccer action, guys. Liga MX for Saturday takes us back to Pachuca for the Liga MX. Pachuca minus 204 versus Mazatlan at plus 523. Current standings, Pachuca in second place, 6 points, 6 goals in 2 games, only 2 conceded. Mazatlan in fifth place, 2 goals scored, 1 conceded in 2 games. Pachuca is 2-0, guys. 2 wins, 2 games, 2 wins. They won 3-2 versus Pumas, and they beat Monterrey 3-0, looking very strong. Mazatlan had a draw in their first game and a big win over Puebla, 2-1. So they're not looking too bad here as well. Head-to-head, the last time these 2 teams faced off against each other was a 1-1 draw in Pachuca. They actually have 3 1-1 draws in the last 4 games head-to-head. They have 4 out of the last 5 games have been both to score. Pachuca is definitely the better team here at the minus 204. Mazatlan did get a draw and a win, so they're not looking too bad. They did tie Cruz Azul, and you know what, guys? Based on the history, based on the stats here, and Pachuca, the fact that they did give up 2 goals to Pumas and didn't give up any to Monterrey. You know what, guys? I'm going to keep it simple here. I think Pachuca is a stronger team, so we're going to use those as a Pachuca money line parlay piece, guys. Pachuca money line. Next up, we go to Chivas. Chivas at home, minus 179 versus Atlético San Luis. Chivas are 1 loss, 1 game, 1 loss. They lost 1-0. This will be their second game. San Luis have won 1 and lost 1. Both have been 1-0. They won their first game 1-0 versus León, and then they lost to Monterrey 1-0. This one's a little tricky. The last time the two teams faced off, Atlético San Luis won 3-1. You know what, guys? I think both these teams are going to be hungry for a win. Even though Chivas is minus 180, I don't believe in them at being a 180 team just yet. San Luis can score. They have some firepower. Give me both to score. Chivas versus Atlético San Luis. Possible draw here. That'll do it for that game. The main play there is both to score. Chivas, San Luis, both to score. Next up, we have a really good game. Monterrey at minus 179, taking on Atlas plus 454. Atlas is in second place. 2 games, 6 goals scored, 5 conceded. Monterrey, 12th place. In 2 games, have only scored 1 with all the firepower they have. They've conceded 3 goals, and they are huge favorites here. I don't know why. Monterrey is 1-1. They lost 3-0 to Pachuca, and they beat San Luis 1-0. Atlas took down Puebla 3-2, and they also tied Cruz Azul 3-3. So they've seen over 3.5 goals, over 4 goals in both of their games. They're the visitors, guys. We're going to get goals in this game. I like goals a lot. I like the both to score as well. Give me over goals in Monterrey versus Atlas, over 2.5. We got a really good game after that one, guys. Toluca, minus 114 versus Tigres, plus 316. Tigres coming off a 1-0 win over Juarez was their first game. This is only their second game of the league right now versus Toluca. Toluca coming off a big win over Club America in the Campeón de Campeones matchup, guys. We were all over that game. We had the over. We had the corner kicks. It was a great game. Toluca, 3-1, big win over Club America. I told everybody that Toluca was going to win. This was the champion of champions games. This means that this was this last season's champion versus the prior season's champion. And Toluca took the title, guys, of champions versus champions. They won their first game 4-2 versus Santos Laguna. Actually, they won 2 games in league already. They're 2-0 in league. They had won 3-1 versus Necaxa. They've scored 7 goals. They've scored 10 goals in the last 3 games. Tigres did beat Juarez 1-0 in their first game, but we're talking about Juarez. This is going to be another team that is very strong. They're not going to be like Juarez, guys. There's going to be some goals in this game, and Toluca's going to win, guys. Toluca's going to keep dominating. Tigres is a really good team, but Toluca's on a whole nother level right now, guys. They're the favorites to win it again. They beat America in this last season, blocking their 4th win in a row in the Champions League Series. Toluca money line, give me over goals in this game. Next up, we go to Cruz Azul versus León. León's looking pretty off right now. Cruz Azul's not looking that great. Cruz Azul, León at Cruz Azul. Cruz Azul coming off a 3-3 draw versus Atlas in their last game. Prior to that, they had a 0-0 draw in game 1 versus Mazatlan. León beat Chivas 1-0 and lost to San Luis. That's not saying much as well. The last 5 games these two teams have played against each other have been both to score, guys. We're going to keep it simple. I think we do see another both to score here. Give me both to score, Cruz Azul versus León. And then we have the final game of Liga MX on Saturday. Necaxa plus 259 versus Club America minus 105. Club America went down to Toluca in the Champion of Champions. They're not looking too great right now. Club America does have a draw and a win in this new league, this new competition, new tournament. But they tied Juarez 1-1 in game 1, and they went to back home and beat Club Tijuana 3-1. Necaxa with a big win over Querétaro 3-1. Prior to that, they did get beat by the top team Toluca 3-1. So they've seen a lot of goals in their game. And the last time these two teams faced off against each other, Necaxa won 3-2. And prior to that, Necaxa and the Club America tied 1-1. These guys have played a lot of games versus each other. It's like big brother versus little brother. Club America, Necaxa. Necaxa's at home. I really like this game a lot. And I am a Club America fan, but I can tell you that I do bet against them when I think they're going to lose. And this game right here, guys, Necaxa at home is definitely going to score a goal. Club America can get a goal. I love this play. Give me both to score in Necaxa versus Club America, both to score to cap off the weekend, to finish off on another great streak. Both to score, Necaxa, Club America. Guys, let's do one more parlay for Sunday to finish off the weekend, guys. Give you guys a treat. Sunday parlay. Let's see what we're going to do. We're going to go to the MLS, guys. MLS. We're going to do the over in Chicago Fire. Chicago Fire, New York Red Bulls, over 2.5. Chicago Fire, New York Red Bulls, over 2.5. And we're going to parlay that with Atlanta. Actually, you know what, guys? We're going to parlay that with Miami-Cincinnati. Sorry. Miami-Cincinnati, Inter Miami versus Cincinnati, over 2.5. Parlay that with Chicago Fire, New York Red Bulls, over 2.5. Parlay for Saturday. And that's it, guys. That's how we're going to finish off, guys. Again, I appreciate your support. Got a lot of info in there, guys. The podcasts are hitting over 60, 65%. Lately, 70%, 75% plus, guys. Nobody in the business is giving this many free leans on an episode, on a show like I am. So, guys, so enjoy the picks. Parlay them, bet them straight. Put together some long shot parlays. Make it fun, make it exciting. Oh, you know what, guys? We did talk about, this was a little bonus pick that I was going to give you guys. We did talk about the 2 9 and 10 teams that were facing off against each other. Hopefully you took notes. There's 2 games where 9 and 10 are facing off, both of them trying to get into the playoffs. Hopefully you remembered. If you didn't remember, go back in the show and remember which ones those were. And we're going to give you the both to score parlay there as well. Both to score parlay in those 2 games where I said that it was 9 versus 10 in the MLS. Parlay those both to score, and that should be another good pick, guys. Both of those teams want to win. They both have been scoring goals and conceding scores, so that's a little bonus bet there. The both to score and the 2 9 and 10 teams that are playing against each other in the MLS on Saturday, guys. Thanks again for your support. Always remember the number 1 rule when it comes to sports betting: never bet money that you can't afford to lose because bad streaks happen. The thing with sports is you just never know what's going to happen. Nothing is a sure thing. My bets are the closest things that it's going to be to a sure thing. But even I know, guys, that you got to be careful. Don't overbet. Be smart. Like I said, guys, enjoy the day. Another day above ground is a great day. You just never know when it's going to be your last. So tap in, enjoy your family, and love one another. Hulk Hogan, guys, passed away. He just had to bring up, he's not related to soccer, but Hulk Hogan, guys, was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up as a kid. And he's gone now, guys. Osborne, not too long ago. Diego Jota. Guys, life is short. Love one another. Take care of your family. Hug them. Hang out with them. Never bet money you can't afford to lose, guys. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the comments. Appreciate the likes. Everybody watches this show. My VIP family, guys. I'll be back in the chat in a little bit. Thanks again for your support, guys. I'm out. I'll be at the game tomorrow, guys. If you're in Tijuana, hit me up. Let's go. Boom shakalaka.
This is On the Pitch with TJ Picks. He's Tijuana Raf, the top soccer capper in the game. Tune in to see how he builds his plays and get a sneak peek at the winning strategies he shares with his VIPs.
Tune into On the Pitch with TJ Picks and tail Tijuana Raf today. Como siempre, apuesta con responsabilidad.